Welcome everybody to a special video, Apex Legends tips and tricks. I've been obsessed over this game lately, my favorite battle royale. Really enjoyed the Titanfall games, and Respawn has done it again with this great battle royale. But let's get straight into our tips and tricks. We got 7 here today. Number 1 is Jump Master. So when you're at the character select screen, if you look in the bottom right hand corner, you see that little icon next to Mad Dog's name. That means he is the Jump Master. It is always third pick, unless the third person kind of loads in a little slowly, then sometimes it is the second pick. So look for that to see who's going to be the Jump Master when you're about to take off on flight. I've never seen it be number 1. It seems like it's always the last selection, but again, if people load in very slowly, maybe even the first person could have it as well. But generally you always see it on number 3, as we see here with Mad Dog is the Jump Master. Next up, verifying pings. So everyone knows that the ping system is amazing, but it gets even better. When someone pings a certain spot, you can actually hold your ping icon on it and say, like, either okay or I can't or no, I don't want to do that. And there's so many more ping options after that, but that is just one of the small little tips for pings. Some of the other ones are like when someone marks a weapon, you can call dibs on it, and that icon will stay in the map instead of going away after 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. So things like that. There's so many uses for pings. Respawn did a fantastic job with the whole system, and it just keeps getting better and better, and I keep finding new things every single time I play. Number 3, my arch enemy coming up here. Breaking down doors. So gunfire does not break down doors at all. These doors are pesky. When someone's trying to camp inside a building, it can be a pain, but you can always take out doors, not with guns, but with your foot. Just kick it twice, and those doors will break right off. You can also throw some grenades at them to break down the doors. Now, here's number 4, grappling. A lot of people don't really know how to use the grapple hook. If you just look directly at the spot where you grapple, then you'll grapple exactly to that spot, which is okay. But if you look away or if you look to a different direction, you will gain momentum in that direction, and you'll kind of spin around, as you can see here, where I get a lot of distance on this grapple by just looking to the left right after I throw it. So I throw it and then immediately look left, and that's where my momentum will take me. So right there, you see, I spin around the rock. I gain a lot of speed. I go straight into a slide, and I gain a lot of area by using the grapple that way. This can be used to scale up buildings and actually launch yourself onto roofs. And here's another example just in that game where I just launched myself like across an entire street there for some grapples. Here's one more look at it where you hook around, but you got to watch out for obstacles in your way. This goddamn tree taking me out, so I don't get any momentum from that. Next up, healing on the move. So you can heal by just walking around. It's really slow, and it's really annoying to have to heal for a really long time. One of the things you can't do, you cannot heal on zip lines. I tested this right here, and that is not possible. But what you can do is when you're running away from a fight, or if you see a little downhill stretch, just slide and heal while you're sliding. So you still have your same speed, and you can heal, which is really, really useful when you're trying to run away and you have to heal. Just make sure you have somewhere to go for the downhill to heal, and this helps even more with syringes because the healing items take forever, it feels like at times, to heal there. So that is a great use of when someone's chasing you, run away, slide down the hill, and heal. Next up, wall jumps. So wall jumps can actually get you a little bit further. Here we see just a normal jump a little bit past that little patch of grass. And then instead, right here, we do a wall jump. And I'm not that great at them, but I actually make it a little bit further, or a decent amount, maybe twice the length. And it all depends on your momentum. But what you got to do is run and then face the wall when you do it. And then after you take like 1 or 2 steps, jump off the wall and then turn around and jump where you want to do it. So right there, I get like 1 step and then I jump off the wall to get a lot further. Now, if you're going faster, going downhill or something like that, you can go a lot further on these wall jumps, or you can just fake out people while shooting by jumping off the wall and then bouncing off. The next use is number 7-ish is the Wraith portal uses. There is so many uses for this portal that I don't see anyone really using. Reviving teammates is a big one where they can actually crawl into your portal and then go to safety, and you can heal them. You can relocate with your team, set up flank spots, bait enemies into traps. Right here, we show one where we're into the late game, so I know, all right, there's only one squad left. I'm going to use my portal here to kind of set up a flank area in case I need to use it. Now, one of the things that you can do while you're making your portal, you can still go into the void. So right here, I turn a corner, and oh man, they're trying to do exactly the same thing. They're trying to set up a flank, so I go into the void. I go back in my portal. I wait a few seconds here to see if I can trap them to come through. Because, honestly, you should never really follow someone through unless they're really, really low health. Because, again, everyone can use it. But instead, she has to run, and then we get the win there. So that is 7 tips, guys, for Apex Legends. There is so many more tips that we could give out that this game really does well with all the different characters and how you build them together. But to put you in a good spot to try and win the game, definitely use some of these tips. Like, I think the really big ones are the grapple moves and healing on the move. Like, you always want to be moving. You always want to have some good momentum. And you always need to find that new fight, you know? Like, if someone's fighting, you need to get there quickly while healing or while grappling. Those are big deals. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed these last little clips of just some victories we had while trying to record. I was trying to get some Wraith portals where someone would have to be revived and I could get them through a portal, but it never happened. So instead, we just got a couple of wins while I was recording. So we're just showing the late game fights here. One other thing that I couldn't get a clip of either that I wanted to add to this video, we'll call it a number 8, is the respawn beacons. When you pick it up off a teammate, say I pick it up off a teammate and my other teammate's alive, he can actually respawn them. So what you can do is when someone's dead but you cleaned up the fight, one guy can run to the teammate, one guy can run to the respawn beacon, and then you can respawn them incredibly quickly. So that's a nice little tip there. But there it is, guys. The tips and tricks for Apex Legends. If you like this video, I normally do Rocket League stuff, but if you like this video, we'll probably do a little bit more Apex Legends here or there. But I'm having a blast with this game. It's only been out, what, 5 days, and I'm obsessed already. So I hope you guys enjoy the games, and just get yourself into these late game fights, you know? Just use some of these tips, and if you get down to 3 or 2 squads, just don't do what I do here and hit for 10 damage twice in a row on Peacemaker and just miss a bajillion shots. We still win the game, but this wasn't the best. I'm sorry, Peacekeeper. I keep calling Peacemaker, man. I just want to make peace all the time. But we get the win here, and that's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
You are the Apex champion.